Now during the time of Uthman, who is the third caliph, there is a campaign in Azerbaijan. And during this time, there began to be some differences amongst the Muslims about the recitation of Qur'an. Because one of the things about the Qur'an is that it was being written, there was no standardized writing. So the Qur'an was literally being written, for instance, like this. There were no dots. These are called diacritical marks. There were no diacritical marks. There were no vowelings. And so the book is like this. So you don't know if this is kataba or if it's kitabun. Now, because of this reason, there were many people who memorized it and knew what it was, but there were other people that were beginning to learn it with the sheets and beginning to differ. So Uthman wanted to standardize the writing of the Qur'an. And this is done 658. The Prophet ﷺ dies in 632. So Uthman begins to set out and standardize the Qur'an. And again, Zayd and 3 companions prepare, they go back to this mushaf of Hafsa, and they prepare the Qur'an according to Uthman's recommendations. And one of them was, if you differ about anything, then take the language of the Quraysh. Because there were different ways of pronouncing words. For instance, the Quraysh say mu'min, and the Bani Tamim said mu'min, like that. It's a difference. So there are different ways. The Quraysh said waduha, wal-layli idha sajah, and other tribes said waduha, wal-layli idha sajah. So you got differences of pronunciation. So Uthman has this project carried through and then sends copies, identical copies, to the various centers of the Muslims and the governors, and demands, as the head of the Muslim government, that all of the Qur'ans be burnt, except these that were based on this writing.